On this day in history, Slobodan Milošević was arrested on April 1, 2001, by Serbian authorities after a long period of political and military turmoil in the region. Slobodan Milošević was born on August 20, 1941, in Požarevac, Serbia. He was the son of a high-ranking government official and grew up in a privileged family. Milošević received a good education, attending a prestigious high school in Belgrade and later studying law at the University of Belgrade. After completing his studies, Milošević went on to work in the Serbian Communist Party and quickly rose through the ranks, eventually becoming the head of the party in 1986. Milošević became president of Serbia, then later Yugoslavia, serving from 1989 to 2000. In the early 1990s, tensions between different ethnic groups in the region, including Serbs, Croats, and Bosniaks, escalated into violence, with various groups seeking to establish their own independent states. Milošević supported Serb nationalists in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Croatia, leading to a series of conflicts known as the Yugoslav Wars. During the wars, Milosevic's forces committed numerous war crimes, including ethnic cleansing, mass murder, and rape. The most notorious incident was the Srebrenica massacre in 1995, where Bosnian Serb forces killed more than 8,000 Bosniak men and boys. He was charged with various crimes, including war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide, by the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, also known as the ICTY. These charges were related to his role in the wars in Croatia, Bosnia, and Kosovo, which occurred in the 1990s. Other charges against Milošević included the murder, persecution, and deportation of non-Serbian civilians in Croatia, Bosnia, and Kosovo. Specifically, he was accused of ordering the murder of thousands of Bosnian Muslims and Croats during the Bosnian War during the years of 1992 to 1995, including the 1995 Srebrenica massacre, which resulted in the deaths of over 8,000 Bosniak men and boys. In addition to these charges, Milošević was also accused of ordering the displacement of over 1 million Bosniak and Croat civilians from their homes during the war in Bosnia. He was also accused of orchestrating the ethnic cleansing of Albanians in Kosovo, leading to the displacement of around 800,000 people. Milošević was indicted by the ICTY in 1999 while he was still in power, but he refused to step down or cooperate with the tribunal. The uprising that led to the removal of Slobodan Milošević from power began in late 2000 in Serbia. The opposition to Milošević had been building for years, but it wasn't until the 2000 presidential election that the opposition coalesced around a single candidate, Vojislav Koštunica. The election was initially declared inconclusive, with Milošević claiming victory despite widespread allegations of fraud. This sparked mass protests across Serbia, with students, opposition groups, and ordinary citizens taking to the streets. The protests were initially peaceful, but as they continued, they became more violent, with clashes between protesters and police. Despite the violence, the protests continued to grow in size and intensity, and pressure mounted on Milošević to step down. The situation came to a head on October 5, 2000. When hundreds of thousands of people gathered in Belgrade to demand his resignation. In response, Milošević ordered the police and military to suppress the protests, but they refused to do so. Facing mounting pressure, Milošević finally conceded defeat and recognized Koštunica as the winner of the election. This marked the end of Milosevic's rule in Serbia, and he was later arrested and sent to The Hague to stand trial for war crimes by the ICTY. The uprising was seen as a turning point in Serbia's history and paved the way for the country's eventual integration into the European Union. Milosevic's trial before the ICTY began in 2002 and continued until his death in 2006. During the trial, he represented himself and denied all charges against him. The trial was marked by numerous delays, including Milosevic's health issues and his refusal to cooperate with the tribunal. Ultimately, Milošević died in his prison cell in The Hague on March 11, 2006, before the trial could be completed. The exact cause of his death is still disputed, but it is believed that he died of a heart attack. His death was a major setback for the ICTY, which had been established to bring justice to victims of the wars in the former Yugoslavia.